young boys were walking on a busy highway. Suddenly, a very fast car struck one of the boys and just went on. It did not stop. This elder boy was hit in his leg. He started bleeding and he fell down. His younger brother did not know what to do. He just dragged his older brother and a much bigger brother to the side of the road and stood by crying. He couldn't stop anyone. There was no one nearby to look at them. He started waving down vehicles. He started showing his hand and asking the vehicles to stop. But none of them stopped. Everyone was going at a very high speed. He was going on crying, and suddenly, hearing the moaning of his brother, he was getting very scared and frightened whether his brother would die. There was so much of blood being lost. Suddenly, this younger brother, you know what he did? He saw here and there, took a big brick, and he threw it at one of the vehicles. This big brick went and struck one vehicle, and the car stopped immediately. They put on their brakes. They took the sideway and came here near this boy and started shouting at him and beating him, saying, "Why did you throw this brick? Our car is damaged so much, it could have hurt us." This boy was crying. He silently pointed his finger at his older brother, who was lying there, moaning, bleeding. He said, "I tried to stop so many vehicles, shouting, waving my hand, jumping up and down, but nobody stopped. That's why I threw this brick, so that at least someone might stop and take my brother to hospital." The man who stopped the vehicle himself was moved to tears. He took the brother to the hospital. Yes, my beloved friends, sometimes a brick is thrown at our lives. We always go to God and say, "God, why did you allow this in my life? What have I done? Why am I suffering like this? Why am I being tortured so much?" We go with all our anxiety, with all our, sort of predicaments, and go and murmur before God, go and talk to God, go and speak against God. We do all sorts of things. But the Bible says sometimes we do not know our Master. God tries to wave us down, stop us, get our attention and say, "My dear son, my dear child, come on, look at me. You have to keep looking at me. You have to walk according to my commandments." He tries all ways possible. But sometimes we don't listen at all. So he throws a brick, and that brick stops us in our tracks. And we run to him and say, "God, what is this? Why did you do this? What happened?" And God says, "I want your attention." Psalm 119:34, the psalmist says, "Give me an understanding heart so that I might follow your precepts." So do not be blind and do not be deaf like the Israelites. Instead, follow God with all your heart. Turn to him and God will bless you.